Today, we reach Week 15, and we've got a good matchup in store between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Carolina Panthers. To get us started now, the kicker, Chris Boswell. And off we go from uptown Charlotte. Mayfield going to the air right away. That'll be caught by his tight end, Ian Thomas. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 19 yards right off the bat and a quick first down. Well, that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down. The Panthers at 12-1 now to start play, and they coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Point it right.
On 2nd and 10, Mayfield. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. On 3rd down, Mayfield. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hekker to punt it away. And now a high kick here as they'll try to cover this one. So that'll be marked down as a 19-yard punt. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. First and 10 here for Trubisky and the Steelers at their own 24. Play action. Now Trubisky. It's brought in by Harris. Finding space at the 40. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Harris running straight ahead. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. 16 more on that one and another first down. Play action. It's Trubisky. That's swung out wide to Harris. They'll wind up getting just a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Well, this defense for the Panthers, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Seattle.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on 1st. They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down. Now it's Trubisky. Pass complete. George Pickens with it. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 25-yard line. They'll try the right side with Harris. He's able to work free for about 6 down to the 18. Now, look, that wasn't a huge game, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground. Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball? Absolutely. You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early. Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves. He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. Off the play fake. Here's Trubisky. Throw left side, going to be taken in by Harris. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Najee Harris. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Steelers are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point put through by Boswell. And it's now a 7-0 game. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. Meanwhile, Mayfield throw complete there to Thomas. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. Well, this is where quarterbacks' passing numbers sometimes get a little bit more inflated than they should, because this is a short little pass, but it goes for big yardage. Yeah, and we see this so often. There's excellent coverage downfield, so the quarterback makes a nice decision, just flip it out to the flat and see what the running back can do. Plenty of space to roam, and he turns it into a big play. Touchdown, Panthers! Christian McCaffrey, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Panthers are an extra point away from evening this one up. Point after try forthcoming. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. From just inside the 20, a short kick. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. As the season winds down and you look at them in totality, you know, the offense has struggled. The defense has been pretty good, so I would imagine the changes this offseason may be more on the offensive side of the ball. And this is where we always hear the term complementary football, because as you noted, the defense has played well enough for them to win games, and the offense has held them back. So they've got to reward that defense by improving on offense. I don't know if you make a change at quarterback, running back, tight end. It doesn't matter. Get better players, better system, so they can play to the standards of the defense, and the win column will result. To throw again on 2nd down. Trubisky. He'll get this to his tight end. That's Pat Freiermuth. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 7-7, our score after 1. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now Trubisky. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Jeremy Chinn picks it off. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long, because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
Following the interception, Mayfield. He's got the hook up here to Deshaun Jackson. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, we've seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half, unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is, because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win every battle.
And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense, because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And again, it's Mayfield. Got his tight end. That's complete. That's Thomas. And I don't think he got there. No. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
That pattern and scheme was well defensed on 3rd down. He tried to just sprint from one side of the field to the other, and they got it to him quickly. But no chance of yards after the catch there, and they stop him short.
So that's one you almost never see at this level. A wobbler from very short range, and it winds up no good.
All right, Brandon, if he slipped or someone got a hand on it, then I could understand it, but it's almost like he heard a whistle or something that stopped his swing. A very strange result, especially for an NFL kicker.
A handoff to Harris to begin the drive. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On 2nd and 9, Trubisky. That's complete to his tight end, Freiermuth. Finding space at the 40. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big pickup of 38. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now a 1st down carry for Harris. Big Derek Brown making the stop.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority, because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
On 2nd and 9, Trubisky. He gets it complete to Harris. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he looking?
Pressure comes, and Trubisky goes down. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And they have to feel like they missed on an opportunity for points last time when they couldn't connect on that short field goal try.
And no doubt about it, because they were counting on those points. In today's NFL, Let's face it, that's real.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. The safety, Terrell Edmunds, picks it. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. They hand this off to Harris, and he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. Second down. Jeremy Chinn there defensively. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. From the 38, Trubisky. He finds his man, complete. That's Harris. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, Trubisky. That's complete to the Memphis man, Anthony Miller. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. The previous run good for 9. Here's second and a yard. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Trubisky now to throw on 3rd down. Open man, that's the tight end Freiermuth. And the Steelers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Throwing here, Trubisky. And he fires one that's intercepted. And the Panthers are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away and could cost them a ball game?
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these 2 teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it. But nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing. Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Mayfield looks to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmunds, picks it. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more. So the interception there, and Charles, I'd imagine that's something you can maybe live with in December, but not come January. And I love how you make the distinction there. You're talking about regular season versus the postseason, the playoffs. Because these guys, they've already clinched a playoff spot, but they know, looking ahead, when they get into the postseason, they've got to take better care of the football because turnovers. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Anthony Miller in the final seconds of the first half. And the Steelers have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half.
Boswell good with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock. He's going to air one out for Anderson. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So we've reached halftime here with the visiting Steelers out in front. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone, and he returns this to the 22. First and 10 here for Trubisky and the Steelers at their own 22. They'll start on the ground with Harris. And some room to work. Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20. Pretty explosive run on that inside handoff, and when you're a runner of his caliber, you don't need a big crease.
You really don't, but also what we're seeing is an offensive line that's taking charge at the point of attack, aren't we? Not only are they controlling the initial contact, they're actually utilizing what they call the strain, the next 2 to 3 seconds to continue to move people.
And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
They go play action. Trubisky. And a quick shuffle pass here is complete. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
Okay, some people call it the shuffle pass. Some people call it a shovel pass, but this worked really well. And it's hard to do in the NFL because of the big bodies that tend to clog up the middle of the field. But the execution was excellent there, able to get it done and get upfield for big yardage.
Run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left in no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On 2nd and 9, Trubisky and Miller with it over the middle. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. On the give, this is Harris. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
With his size, it often takes more than one guy to get him down, but if you can at least slow him up and the reinforcements arrive, you have a chance to get him on the ground, and that they did that time for a loss.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone. You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Mayfield over the middle. That's complete to McCaffrey. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. Well, we just saw shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those, too.
On 3rd and 1, here's Mayfield. Another grab here for the dynamic Christian McCaffrey. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. Going to the air again with Mayfield. He gets it to Thomas. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Working with a 2nd and 3. Mayfield to throw it. And that is incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Mayfield. And this pass broken up. Now the contact well timed there, and now 4th down. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Fourth down, Mayfield. Sliding out of the pocket. And Mayfield again with the interception, his 3rd. Picked off by Ahkello Witherspoon. And the Steelers are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
They turn to Harris to begin the drive. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 74 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
First down, and they go back to Harris. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. It's a pickup of 12. Second play in a row with a 12-yard gain. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run again with Harris. This drive starts with 2 steps forward and now 1 back. A pair of first downs, and here a loss of yardage.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line.
And in for the Steelers, touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Mitchell Trubisky. And the Steelers look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big fourth quarter hole. Mayfield's throw taken in here by Jackson. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding second half, haven't they? I know they just gave up a first down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire second half.
A first down throw for Mayfield. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Throwing, Mayfield. Thomas brings it in. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Mayfield with it once more. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Mayfield. And he'll air this one deep for Anderson. And this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a 4th pick of the ball game.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 18. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Carl Joseph. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line.
This was almost what I've heard referred to as a pick 12.
Pick 12, explain.
Well, you're talking about the 6 that they were trying to get.
Because they were so close to the end zone.
And now the 6 going the other direction. So when you take a look at teams on the march, they're in the red zone. Then after the interception, and it took a touchdown-saving tackle to keep them from going all the way.
Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. Again, it's Harris. Pushing for the end zone, but he's not going to get there. They stop him just shy of the goal line. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Going with a big fullback wide. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. The Panthers are going to take another timeout. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this fourth quarter. Fourth down. Here's Trubisky. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. Touchdown. Najee Harris. His 10th touchdown of the season. 2nd of the game. And the Steelers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Boswell good with the extra point. And the lead is now 24. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Now, this game went off the rails early for them and never really got back on track. And these fans, they were expecting to be on the other side of the scoreboard, but that is not the case as we play on here in this fourth quarter. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Mayfield. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. But we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. That one to the sideline, and a nice catch there. He stays in bounds, but a penalty marker is down as well. Now, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. Desperation time. Mayfield on 4th down. He gets it complete to Jackson. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. Mayfield down. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
Run.
And again, it's Mayfield. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
He's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. Mayfield finding Anderson for the Panthers first. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. To throw, Mayfield. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Cameron Sutton. And the Steelers will take over here at their own 12-yard line. Well, there's two sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for them. That's tough. But, man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out?
I would think about it, and I think about it awfully hard. But also, you might want to look into his eyes, see what he has. He might be one of those players that you don't want to affect his confidence by actually pulling him out of the game. So you have to know your player. You have to know the situation.
Now the Panthers are going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Looky here, Trubisky wants to throw it. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Jeremy Chinn picks it off. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell, just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
He's got it. So they convert the 2. That keeps their slim hopes alive as we're back to a 2-score game. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And still a little bit of time left, but the defense can't stop the clock. So 3 kneel downs should be enough to finish this one off. Now a pass hauled in downfield. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there, 26 yards. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. Successive penalties have them looking now at a 1st and 20. And the knee is taken for the Steelers out of the victory formation. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. Oh, Trubisky going to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Dante Jackson picks it, and the Panthers will take over here just shy of the 30. Week after week, we're seeing plays like this from him, and I think he's in line. We've discussed it before for NFL Defensive Player of the Year.
And a big reason why, I think, is because of his ball skills, and that's something that, for guys of his position, they've talked about it for years. They've done the drills, but they've really increased it in recent seasons because of the offense have gotten so good. He knows how to take the ball away. That is huge for a defender.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Well, Charles, when you look at the stat sheet, ultimately one thing sticks out like a sore thumb. One side lost this game because they turned the ball over 4 times, and that was just too much for them to overcome.
And that number might as well be in neon, because you're exactly right. It just jumps up from the stat sheet. Your eyes go right to it. And with that many turnovers, they really played themselves out of this game. Too careless with the football too many times. That cost them the victory.
So for Pittsburgh,
their battle to finish above 500 gets a slight lift as they move to 6-8 on the year.
And they will get another road test next week as they head to Vegas to take on the Raiders. Meanwhile, for Carolina, it's a late season stumble as they're going to fall to 12-2 on the year. And they'll get a home date next week against the Detroit Lions.